Welcome to video number 10. Video number 10 has a special place in my heart because the number 10 was my best friend's favorite number. When I was a wee lad growing up in the rough slums of Rye, New York, 7 or 8 years old, my best friend, Carrie Hade, turned to me and said, "What's your favorite number?" I didn't know we were allowed to have favorite numbers. I had no idea. He told me his was 10. I quickly responded with 5, simply because I liked the way it was shaped. Since then, 53 years later, over 14,000 days, I can't see the number 10 without thinking of my best friend, Carrie Hade. Thanks, Carrie. He's running a business right now in Katohna, New York, called C&M Millworking. Please look it up, give him a shout. His work with wood is incredible. Moving forward, today's video, I'm going to compare the differences between working in a restaurant, working in a hotel, and working at a country club. I've created a chart that's going to show those differences. And with the magic of computers, I'm going to bring that chart up now. Please note, this chart is based strictly on my experiences and my opinion only. My experiences and my opinion reach primarily on the East Coast, from Florida to Maine, and every place in between. What happens in other parts of the country? Beyond me. The following chart shows the differences between working in a restaurant, working in a hotel, and working in a country club. Chance for advancement. In the restaurant business, there's very little chance for advancement. There's very little chance to advance too. You're either the server or you're the lead server. Now, you can be the best you can be, but there's not really an opportunity to move as a server. There are chances to move from server to management, but it's a more difficult advancement. Hotels, there's a tremendous chance for advancement as long as you keep up appearances and uphold hotel standards and policies. And for country clubs, there's a somewhat chance for advancement. A strong personality will be recognized quickly in a country club environment. For hours, restaurants work all hours, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can find a business that's open at any time. Hotels primarily 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., but they are open 24 hours, and there are 24-hour opportunities. And country clubs primarily are open for lunch and dinner. Benefits, there are no benefits in restaurants. Hotels, there are tremendous benefit opportunities that you can buy into, usually after a 90-day probation period. And then they come around twice a year for enrollment. For country clubs, there's also usually a 90-day probation period, but the benefits are incredible. In many cases, medical and dental and vision are deeply discounted, and in some cases, free if you put in full-time hours. Appearances for restaurants are a little bit more casual. Hotel appearances are strong. They provide a uniform, and there are standards that you must uphold. You must be well-coiffed, well-groomed, pressed uniform all the time. no visible piercings, no visible tattoos. For a country club, they're somewhat more lenient. Usually they'll provide a shirt, and you provide the rest of the uniform. The pace in the restaurant is very fast. The mantra is usually get 'em in, get 'em fed, and get 'em out. For a hotel, it's a little bit more relaxed. In some cases, people are having business meetings in your restaurant, or families are coming in and you're taking care of them in a little bit more slower, less frantic pace. And in the country club, it's a very slow environment. The idea is to make the member or guest feel as comfortable as possible, like they're in their own home. You want the pace to be relaxed, and you want them to be as comfortable as possible throughout the entire experience. One final point I didn't touch on in my chart is money. In a restaurant, money comes based on how hard you work. The faster you work, the quicker you can turn over tables, the more money you can make. It's a numbers game. For a hotel, money is somewhat less available. For a hotel, the money is not quite as strong. Many people are just coming in for the night. Tips are usually very limited. But working for a hotel, a corporate environment, the hotel itself provides strong benefit programs and strong employee recognition programs, more than making up for the lack of tips you make during the day. Hotels offer programs where they provide bonuses if you can reach certain corporate numbers. The big advantage for country clubs is in many cases you make 20% on everything you sell. And with that strong personality, there's an opportunity to make additional gratuity. But as I mentioned, people tend to sit. So the number of sales you make each night is usually limited. Those are basically the key differences between working in a hotel, working in a country club, and working in a restaurant. Again, strictly based on my experiences. I'd love the opportunity for feedback and tell me what you think. As always, I'd like to thank you so much for watching. You can learn these tips and so much more in my book, Servers and Managers Business Development, the quintessential authority for servers and managers in the hospitality industry. This book will provide all the tips and tricks you need to be successful in this business. You can learn about this book on this website, serversandmanagers.com. As always, thank you so much for watching, and God bless you.